Let's start today's video with a short story. Not story actually, this is an advertisement. An advertisement which was very famous, and it was from a company called Fevicol. They have a brand called Feviquick. You must have seen this advertisement. In this advertisement, a very smart person was trying to catch a fish, whereas almost like a novice kind of person comes and just puts few drops on a stick and catches the fish. This is what is happening in immigration today. Sometimes even smart people don't get the things, whereas novice can also get the things. This is what actually happening. So, hi friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is going to be very special because today I am going to tell you about 3 PNP draws. 2 happened today. Today 2 PNP draws, and we'll share complete detailed analysis for you. So before that, a small request: if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. If you are planning to come to Canada or your file is going on for Canadian immigration, this is the channel you should be watching. So without further delay, let's move on to a very important video wherein we are going to talk about 3 PNP draws, and 2 of them happened today. So I live in Ontario, so I will talk about Ontario first. And plus, you know that Ontario is an engine of immigration. So Ontario's PNP is called OINP, and OINP has conducted skilled trade draw. Now, this is not an ordinary draw. This is the biggest draw of 2023, and entire 2023, this is the biggest draw in the skilled trade category they have done so far. So I'll explain you all the numbers and everything, but before that, let me tell you what skilled trade, where actually skilled trade comes into. So skilled trade comes into OINP category. There are basically 3 types of OINP categories. The first one is the one where we call express entry linked. So it is linked to the federal express entry. The second one is expression of interest, and the third one is for entrepreneurs. So these are the 3 broad categories. We are going to talk about express entry linked. So when we say express entry linked, that means that there must be, you should have, not should rather, you must have a profile in the federal express entry. So that is mandatory, that is required, and only then you can get invite under Ontario express entry category. Which category? Express entry. Ontario has further 3 categories. So the one category is human capital, and under human capital 2 big things come. One is tech and the other one is healthcare. So tech draw also comes under human capital. What we are going to talk about is Ontario skilled trade. There is another category under the express entry linked, which is a French speaking skilled worker, FSSW. So, but we are going to talk about Ontario skilled trade. And skilled trade, as I already mentioned to you, you must have a profile in the federal express entry. Only then you will get notification of interest. So with that, let me tell you what happened here in the Ontario skilled trade draw. So in the Ontario skilled trade draw, here is the information from the government website. Sometimes it is difficult to read, so I will explain to you in analysis all these numbers. But before that, let me tell you who all are called in this category. Who is called? So in this draw, professions or occupations like electrician, welder, carpenters, insulators, bricklayers, roofer, pest controllers, Even telecom installers like Bell and Roger guys, they are also called. So this is the category of people who have been called in this. Now let me explain you the numbers. So in terms of numbers, as I said, this is the biggest draw. It happened today, May 18th. And today only this video is coming to you, May 18th. Look at the numbers. 1,694 people are called. And look at the CRS score. Can you believe somebody who has 250 CRS score gets the invitation? This is the beauty. Sometimes you don't need to be a top-notch profession. Sometimes you don't need to be that much smart. You can do other work also and still you can get the PR. All you need is a proper guidance and proper application of the knowledge. So with that, profiles were created within May 18, 2022 to May 23, 2023. And with this information, let's move on to snapshot. So in the snapshot, here is the information, date by date, draw by draw. All the information is right in front of you right here. So look at the numbers. Total, only in one category, 4,668 people are called. And you can see this number is the highest till now. 1,694 people are called on May 18th, which is today. And this draw happened after a long gap, because earlier one was happened on March 23rd. So almost like 2 months of gap was there between this draw and the previous one. Now, with that information, let's move on to another province which is neighbor of Ontario, which is Manitoba. So Manitoba has done 11th PNP draw in 2023. This is the 11th draw. So one thing I like to tell you, that Manitoba, just like other provinces, they have also started occupation specific draws. Earlier they were not doing it, but for last few months they have also started occupation specific draws. So in occupation specific draws, what happened? So they target a particular occupation. So let us first look at the draw and then I can explain you in a better way. So expression of interest, this draw number is 179. And occupation specific, which occupation is targeted? So the occupation which is targeted is called the transport and truck driver, knock code 7330. And with that, let's move on to the general part of the draw. So in other category, which is not occupation specific, Manitoba has called 3 types of people: skilled workers within Manitoba, skilled worker outside Manitoba, and international education stream. So these are the 3 categories. Here is the information. Draw happened today, May 18th. Now let's look at the analysis so you can get the numbers easily. May 18th, today the draw happened. Manitoba has conducted this draw, and first of all, under the occupation specific category, 287 people are called. Now you see the score here. This is not CRS score. This is Manitoba's own matrix. And in all my previous videos, I have explained you what this matrix is, how this matrix works. This is the only province which provides you with negative marking. So I have explained all this in my previous video, so I am not going to touch this time. And next you see is there are 191 people are called and the score is 701. Now skilled workers within Manitoba, always higher number is called and score is less. Whereas skilled worker outside Manitoba, very few people are called. Here also 27 people are called and score also goes up, 721. International education stream, 21 people are called. There is no score for that. 526 people are provided letter of advice to apply. Now letter of advice to apply is same as ITA, which is invitation to apply, just the names are different. Remember, out of 526 people, 225 people were issued the letter of advice to apply are having profile in express entry. So this is so much important that if you have profile in express entry, your chances increase manifold. So please do make profile in express entry. If you can't, you can reach out to us. We will help you to get the profile in express entry. So this is about the Manitoba draw on May 18th. Now let's look at the snapshot. So 11 draw are done by Manitoba so far, almost 2 draw per month. April month they have done 3 draws, rest 2 draw per month. So they have called so far 4,850 people, draw by draw, date by date, all the information right in front of you. So that's a snapshot for Manitoba. Now let's move on to another province, which is beautiful British Columbia, BC. BC, before I go into the draw, let me explain you that BC conducts draw every Tuesday. If Tuesday is holiday, then it moves on to next day. So every Tuesday they do the draw and they post it sometimes late. This time also they posted it little late. So draw was done on Tuesday but posted it yesterday, which is Wednesday. So third PNP draw of the month of May, because this 16th was the third Tuesday and they have done third PNP draw. So now let's look at what happened in the draw. So in this draw, which happened on May 16th, there are, okay, one more thing I want to tell you is that BC conducts draw in 2 parts. One part which is a general draw and the second part is occupation specific draw. So in the general draw category, 162 people were called, and under the specific category, if you look at the specific category, there are almost 40 people called, and this time they have targeted the same, just like previous, early childhood care and healthcare people. So here is the information. Let's look everything in the analysis form so you can understand better. Total 202 people were called, 202. 162 people are called in the general category, which includes the tech draw, and 40 people were called under the targeted category. So under these 40, 29 people were called are early childhood educators, ECE, and healthcare workers, 11 are called. So this is the information about the BC draw, which happened day before yesterday. And now let's have a look at the snapshot. So snapshot tells you how many people were called date by date, month by month. So here is the information date by date, month by month. So total you see here, January 1107 people were called, February 895, March 980, April 682, and in the month of May 3 draws already have done. So 4,195 people are called so far. So with that, this is the information. If you need to discuss your own case with us, you need to file any kind of express entry or PNP, you can reach out to us, or you can book an appointment and have a meeting with us. More than welcome to talk to you. So once again, our office is located in Brampton. Our address, email ID and phone number, everything is shared right here with you. Very important thing. If you have still not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Our team puts lots of effort to bring all this first-hand information to you. And thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.